After playing the role of Wolverine for 17 years, Hugh Jackman's Logan is finally on home video. Check the affiliate link below for more information. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarvo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and, I remember what it's like being in middle school. I remember what it's like wanting to fit in. I remember, trying different things like acting and sports and talking to that cute girl that I liked who ultimately didn't like me back but just wanted to be friends. All those things. I remember having my first kiss in middle school and all the good things and embarrassing things about it. But one of the things I never really got into were fight clubs, because when I was in middle school, we didn't have fight clubs. This was the early 90s. We had pogs. Pogs were big. Magic the Gathering was big. Not fight clubs. But times have changed, and in fact, in Las Vegas, and I feel part of the story, it just makes perfect sense that this is Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, at the Tarkarian Middle School, they have discovered that a number of boys have been engaging in a fight club inside the school during school hours. The cops launched an investigation last week after learning that 7th grade boys at the Las Vegas Middle School had formed a fight club where the fights were not only filmed and uploaded to the internet, they were wagered on, and there was gambling, lots of gambling. Like I said, Vegas, fight club, gambling. It really does seem like life is imitating life in that particular place. Like the boys are learning from their parents. That kind of, mentality there. So, but the thing is, though, these kids kept it cool. These kids followed the rules, 1 and 2 of Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club, and you don't talk about Fight Club. But some of the parents don't necessarily believe that. One parent here says, for the volume of these kids that were screaming, like during the fights and everything else, she finds it possible that nobody knew about this, like meaning none of the administrators knew about this, because, let's face it, 7th grade boys are not the best at really kind of keeping shit to themselves. What would they be in 7th grade? 12, 13, that range, right in there. That was pretty much the whole the whole idea, was like these boys were keeping it quiet, and some parents don't really believe that the administration wasn't aware of this. One parent who had their kid suspended did say this: "I agree he messed up by videotaping it, but he's a 12-year-old kid. Just like most of these kids there, all they wanted to do was be cool. They wanted to fit in. They wanted to jump in the ring. Hey, that's just what kids do." Now, listen, like just recently there was a big upset about a Boys Will Be Boys sweatshirt that was on sale, and some mother in the UK was like losing her fucking shit over it. But let's look, this is like different than boys that are wrestling. Okay, this is an organized ring, a fight club in school, in bathrooms at the middle school, that took place during school hours. This isn't boys being boys. Someone was running this shit to make some serious fucking cash, and I'm pretty sure they were doing it, which also leads me to believe that or leads me to conclude that it's entirely possible that an administrator had hands in this. Like, yeah, I want to see kids beat the shit out of each other. I mean, they do it anyway, World Star Hip Hop and everything else, because they were all yelling World Star. That they were recording this shit and yelling out World Star, because that's just what kids do. So the Clark County School District Police Department is investigating it. They did find out that they were held in the bathroom during school hours. How are you going to get lots of boys in the bathroom to fight? There's not a lot of room in those bathrooms, man. So it would have been very narrow fighting, which probably wouldn't have been the most interesting thing to watch, but people were doing it. The bouts, okay, so the bouts were not uploaded to World Star Hip Hop. They were uploaded to Instagram or Snapchat, and the bets on the outcomes were usually $5 to $10. This is, I mean, come on. I think we can pretty much figure out where that $5 or $10 came from. Mommy or daddy paying for their lunch and everything else. They would sit there and, like, they'd win their money making those bets. Students who say they witnessed the fight said that one of the fight rules barred facial blows to conceal bruises. Now, I don't think a 12-year-old is going to have full knowledge of that. They're not going to have a full knowledge of a fucking blanket party. You know what I mean? So them saying, all right, no punching in the face, just punching in the gut and the legs and the arms and stuff. It's probably whoever was helping them organize this. I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna take a wild stab in the dark. I'm gonna say vice principal or school resource officer. Or we're going to find out that like one of the teachers was engaged in a relationship with one of the students and covering it up that way. I don't know. I feel like there's been a lot of that recently, like way too much of that recently. So that could be something as well. But overall, look, here's the thing. Jokes can be made about this, but let's be perfectly honest here. This is crazy. All right. Like, I'm glad that this has been stopped. I don't want kids fighting each other. If they want to battle each other, okay, join the wrestling team. Take up boxing, take up karate, take up all of these things that you can do constructively under supervision, than just meeting up in the bathroom, everyone whipping out their phones in a 5-spot or a 10-spot, and then betting on which one of the 7th graders is going to wallop another one. Because at the same time, let's also be fair. When do 7th graders actually know how to fight? You know, it's just going to be, I'm going to fuck you, I'm going to beat you. You know, it's going to be a lot of just kind of that kind of thing and kicks and shit. So yeah, I'm glad it stopped. It's good that they caught on. It's good that they shut it down. And I really do hope that whoever's behind this gets held responsible, because this is putting kids in danger. It is. I don't agree with it. Again, jokes can be made about it. No one in my 7th grade class would have remotely done anything like this. As I said, in the 90s, we had pogs and shit. So we dealt with that. That was about it. But the real question here, to wrap this whole thing up, is going to be, as news of this story spreads, how many other schools are we going to discover doing the same thing? How many other kids are going to start doing their own fight clubs in order to, you know, make some extra money or get out that aggression? Like, that's going to be something, because these things tend to kind of copycat themselves as news begins to spread. You're going to have a school in like Wichita, Kansas, and you're gonna hear 6th graders were engaged in a local fight club. They were inspired by the events of Las Vegas, you know, and then it's gonna be like, but they weren't playing for cash. They were beating each other for ears of corn and what other commodity is being grown in Wichita, Kansas. Just things like that. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But if it does, I ultimately really wouldn't be too surprised. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? Is this something that would have happened when you were in school, be it elementary, middle school, high school, college, whatever? You know, and if this is an honest to God question. If that actually happened when you were in school, would you partake or would you narc? I'm just curious to know there. I'm not going to lie. I'd probably narc because it wouldn't be safe. You know, again, jokes can be made, but in the reality of it, I probably would turn them in. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel. If you guys haven't already, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, share this shit around because it's crazy. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day. Peace out.